Gamers. So we got a new pack in the game, right? We got Ryzeal, new format, new meta, pretty much. So we like to do these little deck showcases sometimes when we get these updates, you know, just get to showcase a bunch of different decks and stuff like that. Get to show you, you know, the new stuff that's in the game. I didn't get to make a Ryzeal deck profile yet. I have been playing the deck a ton, actually. I'll probably make one once I hit Master and I'll feel a bit more confident with the deck. Since I'm already late to the party anyway, and the day ones, I mean, they already got their videos, right? But, you know, in this video, I might as well go over Ryzeal first, since that's obviously the biggest change to the meta. Everything else is more so just becoming a part of the game, not necessarily like meta. Like, I wouldn't say, obviously, 6-Sam is not meta. Speedroid, not really meta. Although, I have seen them in ladder, in Diamond. They're pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. And a bow is a really good card too. So this pack has a lot to unpack, and some people from my Discord sent me a bunch of replays and stuff like that. I didn't get any replays for regular Ryzeal, so we're actually going to start with that. I'm just going to show you a nib proof line, just because I haven't done it on the channel, just in case that you haven't found your nib proof line yet. I'll do it. We'll find it. So as for my list, I'm kind of here right now with Ryzeal. You know, I'm running 2 Ascension, 3 of the 7th Tachyon. I see the 2 Ascension as just like 2 extra copies of Bonfire, even though they're really extra copies of Tachyon. But I just mean in the sense of, like, you don't have a ton of engine cards in this deck, so you can kind of break on hand traps sometimes, and it was happening to me quite frequently. I'm running 2 Nibiru. I think these really come up a lot, actually, if you're running 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, and a couple of other hand traps. You can kind of force Ryzeal to lose to Nibiru, as long as you draw it with another hand trap, which happens pretty often, because I'm running, like, basically 6 copies of Maxi in this deck. Purulia is really good. I almost wanted to run a second Purulia and just go for 41 in this deck, to be honest, because it's just such a good card right now. Every time I see it, I just shotgun at the start of the turn. A lot of the time, people don't even want to waste their Ash on it in case there's a Maxi ahead, or even if they do, it's kind of like you might have a Maxi in hand and then they just wasted their Ash. So yeah, really happy with the list, generally speaking. I think there's a lot of different ways to play this deck. The extra deck especially, I've seen a lot of different techs being run. I'm not a huge fan of Flame Banshee yet. I feel like this card's going to get a lot better once we get the twins. Until then, this card almost never comes up for me, but it is an extra consistency card and I already have it, so I am running it. But yeah, overall, I think Ryzeal has been a huge boon for the game. The game feels a lot better to play now. I've been enjoying the mirror a lot. I've just been playing a ton of Master Duel, which is super refreshing, because the past month, I wasn't playing at all. These past few days, man, I should have went on stream. Every time I booted up this game, I just wanted to get some replays to make my Ryzeal deck profile, and then I would just not stop playing and then not make a deck profile because I was just having so much fun. So yeah, Ryzeal, big W for the game. Let me just show you a nib proof line with basic ass Ryzeal, and then we'll get into all the shit that my Discord members sent. All right, so here we go. Our hand has Bonfire, which is all we need to be nib safe. EXT Ryzeal is full combo, so we can go EXT Ryzeal. I like sending the Duo Drive when I'm doing the 1-card combo sometimes, because it can equip, because your Duo Drive can only equip Ryzeal monsters from the grave, so sometimes it's nice having a Ryzeal monster from the grave if you want to go Duo Drive first. But honestly, I could have went for Aggregator here. So anyway, we special Sword of Ryzeal, normal Ice Ryzeal summons Star Ryzeal. We get our field spell, and there you go. You're nib safe. This is your 4th summon. Your Ryzeal Cross gives you a monster negate, so you can just negate Nibiru on resolution, which doesn't, by the way, this doesn't even activate when it negates. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, we go Ryzeal Cross, then we can make ourselves an XCs. We're going to go into our Duo Drive here to grab the Duo Drive we sent to the grave earlier. And that way we can detach 2 materials, and it still has 1 material for its negate with the cross. We get to search. Now, normally here I would search Ryzeal Plugin and Plasma Hole, but we actually already had Ryzeal Plugin, so I get to search Node. And here we're basically going to go for full combo, full extension, the way I play the deck when I get full shit. So, you know, send to the grave the trap card, bring back my Sword Ryzeal to make a detonator. The reason I sent the trap card to the grave is because this card can XC summon on opponent's turn. You can use this to make a Bagooska on opponent's turn, which is really good in the mirror match. So good that I started running SP, just because when other people did it to me, I had never had an out to it. And I was like, you know what? If I just run SP, bro, I could just summon SP and then lock myself after and just deal with the Bagooska. So yeah, Bagooska really good in this mirror match. Not super useful against Malice, but still a really solid card that you can summon on opponent's turn. But anyway, we're going to keep it moving here. So Detonator, attach, and then we're going to use these two. Go into Dugares. So our field spell gives us 1 draw by shuffling back 2 Ryzeal monsters from the grave into the deck. And then Dugarez obviously can attach 2 to draw 2, discard 1. So we get to dig for 3 into our deck here. So I dig for 2, I discard my Purulia, shuffle back 2, get a draw, and there we go. We get our 7th Tachyon. Here I'm just deck thinning a little bit to, you know, make my stuff a little better. Fulos is gone anyway. And I special out my Ice Ryzeal, sending the Dugarez to the grave. The reason I did this is because then on an opponent's turn, I can go Ryzeal plug-in. If I don't need to use it on like my detonator or something, I can use Ryzeal plug-in to bring back a Ryzeal that I detach from this. It gives me 2 level 4s on the field, so I can use this card in the grave and make a Bagooska. So there you go. That's basically as good as it gets, right? So they're going to go for Lightning Storm on the back row. Here I'm going to chain Ryzeal Detonator targeting the Lightning Storm just so I can go Ryzeal plug-in and bring back my Ryzeal from the grave. They're going to chain Droplet. That doesn't even matter to me. I'm going to chain Ryzeal Detonator again. The reason for that is because they sent a spell, so I needed to be able to activate my plug-in before. So yeah, before it gets popped by the Lightning Storm. And now they're going to go for Max C. We're going to let Max C resolve because we can negate it with our field spell. And there we go. We get back our monster. Our back row gets wiped. You know, we lose the effects of both our XCs. We get to search with Sword Ryzeal. They're going to go for Clockwork Knight in the grave, send a Crystron Thizvern. We're going to get to go for Droll and Lockbird. They're going to call by our Droll and Lockbird. They're now on just Regulus in hand. I know now that it's checkmate. I know what their hand is. Bagooska is just going to close it out. There's nothing they can do at this point that could be of any use, pretty much. They're playing Crystron, bro. Like, come on. Like, come on. You know? There's just nothing you can do here. So anyway, they're going to go for Smiger, get their spell. Activate the spell, grab Sulfador, pop special, Sulfador. It doesn't even matter. They're just going to scoop it up. Pretty good pretty good showcase for Ryzeal. This is going to be my mini Ryzeal deck profile at the start of the deck showcase, because I'm probably going to title this video The New Meta, so I got to show it at least a little bit, because that way it's not clickbait, right? And then I can show you 6 Sam in the video and you can't complain. But anyway, we got other builds of Ryzeal I want to show as well, like Fiendsmith Ryzeal that was sent in for Pokemon Trainer, so we're going to move on to that now. Okay, so here we go now with Pokemon Trainer playing Fiendsmith Ryzeal. And by the way, because he was playing rated duels, I can't show you the list in Master Duel, but he did send me a Master Duel meta link for his deck list, so I'll link his list in the description if you want to copy the list. He was talking about how he feels for this kind of deck that you should run more Fiendsmith card and less Ryzeal cards, just because, you know, if you have to, you have to be able to make the concession of playing Fiendsmith control sometimes, because if you start with Ryzeal, you are getting locked out of Fiendsmith, so a lot of the time you'd rather draw a good amount of Fiendsmith, do some Fiendsmith stuff, have some hand traps, and then have like one Ryzeal bomb to like tack onto it after you're doing your Fiendsmith stuff, right? So here we go, starting off with the tracked here, and they're going to go for a Purulia. Now, we can do pretty good stuff into Purulia with Fiendsmith. I mean, Fiendsmith can definitely play through that. So we're going to go for Lurry, special Lurry, go into our Requiem, activate Requiem, special out Lacrima, dump the Engraver, equip, and then we go into Necroquip, get the effect of Engraver, shuffle back Lurry, special Engraver, use these two, make ourselves a good old Hiking Caesar, summon out the Ice Ryzeal from the hand. They're going to go for Fulos. Oh no, oh no. We're going to get a search with Sword Ryzeal here with these two. Go into Ryzeal Detonator, attach Fiendsmith Requiem, and there we go. I'm kind of surprised that he went for a sword there. I don't see why you wouldn't just go for the Star Ryzeal just to get the option of a monster negate. I don't know if I'm like misunderstanding the play there. I guess because I feel like you had follow-up with Node anyway. Like, I get that Ice is better follow-up, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I know I'm worse than Pokemon Trainer, so I'm not going to start like acting like I know better, but whatever. So we got a Caesar, we got a Veiler, and we got a negated Detonator. They're going to go for EXT Ryzeal here. We're going to get... Oh, we go Detonator, detach Requiem. Even if it's negated, we can still use the Lacrima to summon back the Requiem. Requiem activate to summon Lacrima and dump the trap. But they had the Ash Blossom. They're going to go for Sword Ryzeal here. Grab the Ice Ryzeal. Summon Ice Ryzeal. We're going to go for Veiler on Ice. I think that's pretty valid. Its value and the monster it summons is good. They're going to go for Flame Banshee. Flame Banshee grab the Star Ryzeal, so they still get their Star here. They get to have their Ryzeal Cross activate. They're going to go for a Duo Drive. This guy just messed up here. Duo Drive, attach, and then they're going to get to detach 2, search Ice Ryzeal, search Ryzeal plugin, summon out the nodes, send the Banshee to the grave, special out from the grave, go into a Is bro just pressing buttons? By the way, Royal Dugara is pretty nice. Going for Ascension, grab 7th Tachyon, activate the Ryzeal plugin, the Ryzeal Cross, Shuffle back 2, draw 1, get to go for this, get these 2 here, use these 2, make a Ryzeal detonator, attach the aggregator. And I guess, I mean, we do have like pretty good follow-up here just from the Fiendsmith stuff in the grave, but this is a pretty awkward like position to be in, I feel. So we're going to go for Engraver here, summon out the Engraver, go into our Requiem. Oh, I guess like Fiendsmith Engine is actually pretty damn good into the Detonator, right? So here we can go for Ice, summon out EXT Ryzeal. They're going to go for Ash Blossom. We have a level 4 in the form of Lacrima, which is, oh, well, actually, we're just going to go for a sequence here. Shuffle back 3 to summon out the Desiree. Use these 2 to go into a Agnum Day. Okay. Agnum Day, target that. Then they're going to chain to pop the Agnum Day. How does that work out? We still get our Desiree. And then they get to negate Desiree when we try to activate it. We're going to banish our Tract to fuse with the Lurian Hand, summon out the Fiendsmith Lacrima, get back our Agnum Day. They're going to pop our Lacrima. We get our Agnum Day here, Lacrima effect, do a little bit of burn damage, and we get to go Agnum Day again, bring back, oh, wow, okay. So we got Desiree to hit the field. Okay, special out from the grave with Node. Wow. Okay. I mean, like, the start of that game, I was a bit confused, but by the end of it, I could see the vision. That was pretty crazy. All right, and this next one is coming in from Kenny Pickering, and he said that Ryzeal makes Goblin Biker a lot better. He's not sure if it counts. I get what he means, and while this is not a new deck per se, I mean, Bow is in the deck, and he said it gets used, so it kind of counts. But also, it's just this deck becomes an actual like contender within the format. It becomes a part of the format thanks to Ryzeal being so dominant, just because you're able to take materials from your opponent's monsters and take advantage of the fact that your opponent is playing Xyz monsters when you're playing Goblin Bikers. So actually, Goblin Bikers gets a lot better this format. So I think this is a good thing to submit and to put in the new meta type video. I appreciate Kenny for sending it, and we're going to check out the replay here. Plus, I haven't seen this card activated once yet in Master Duel, so it's going to be a chance to see that. Okay, so here we go. We've got a couple of Fiendsmith cards. We got Bikers, Lurie. The hand is like low-key kind of awkward, but I mean, yeah. 1x's from monster on either field. See, like, this is like actually so crazy. This seems really, really good. Okay, let's see. So they're going to go for Duo Drive. We're going to go for Boom Mac. Oh, we can just... Boom Mac's just a hand trap. Just straight up a hand trap. Just negate Duo Drive. Just straight up negate Duo Drive. Crazy. What the heck? Damn, I didn't even think about the applications. I know people from TCG probably looking at me like, bro, you're a fucking idiot. I don't play TCG. I don't touch TCG. Dog shit game. But, that's pretty sick. Okay, so we're going to go for sequence here. They're going to go for Impermon sequence. Totally valid, totally fair. But we are going to get to go for Engraver here. Shuffle back Requiem, special out the Engraver. They get their Baguska. Who gives a damn? We can go for SP Little Knight, deal with the Baguska. And then it's time to go Grand Entrance. Summon out the Doug Charger, detaching another material from our opponent's monster. Then we can go for Goblin Biker Grand Breakout, summon out Mean Merciless, summon Gone Wild, summon Clatter Sploder, bring back Doug Charger, go for Gaboonga, and bro's just going to scoop it up. I mean, this deck becomes a real threat. It's going to be on the tier list, and I'm looking forward to making a new tier list. I haven't made one in a while, and that means that the next time I make a tier list, which is probably going to be like early next week, it's actually going to be a really fresh one. It's going to be way different from the last time I made one. Format has changed so much. But yeah, super cool to see Goblin Bikers getting like actually good right now. All right, and this next one, I mean, this one's definitely not meta, but it's coming in from Raptor, and dude, it's Jurrac dinos, bro. I gotta see the Jurracs in action. I kind of want to try Jurrac. I'm not sure that I would go for a build like this, but I also don't know what would be a decent build for. I'm just kind of like seeing the options with the multiple board wipes that you can do using the Astero, and I'm kind of thinking, because Astero basically can summon this dude on opponent's turn, right? I want to try like a mid-range type deck for this, you know what I mean? Like I really want to try to make this like mid-range board wipey, but I don't know how to do that. So anyway, I'm going to check out what Raptor cooked up. Like, don't worry about the list, bro. It's dinos. It's going to brick anyway. Like, for real, like, don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about the ratios. Let's just see what happens when you throw Jurrac cards in a dino good stuff pile with Megalo Smasher, among other things. By the way, I still haven't bought this field. This field is so fire. All right, so we have Jurrac Megalo in hand here. Let's see what this looks like. This hand is kind of nuts. It's a lot of gas. And we're playing against heroes. Okay, let's fast forward. Are we going to have to play into... Oh, wow. Okay. What does that do? What? Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, well, I guess it's kind of like if we went first in a way. So summon Archosaur, pop Petite, get double evolution pill, Petite Ranodon, summon out the Ovi, search baby. Then we get to use our Archosaur, make Linkaribo, summon the baby, pop the baby with Ovi, bring back the Petite baby, summon out the Kaitoptera, grab the polymerization, use these two, go into a Infernal Flame Banshee, and search a Nemesis Flag. Then we use these two over here to go into a Cross Sheep, go for double evolution pill, banish two from the grave to summon out the UCT. Kaitoptera comes back to the field. We can go for polymerization, get ourselves a Horned Saurus. Then we get to go for Cross Sheep effect, and we get to set up a field spell, Jurrac Volcano. Let me read this one. I haven't read it. During your main phase, you can destroy one dinosaur monster you control. If you do, special summon one Jurrac monster from your deck. That's really good. If your opponent special summons a monster and they have activated 4 or more monster effects this turn, you can special summon one Jurrac Meteor from your extra deck. This is treated as Secret Summon. Wow. So you have like a built-in Nibiru in this field spell. If a Jurrac monster you control be destroyed by card effect, you can banish one dinosaur monster from your grave instead. Huh. Really cool. All right. So Nemesis Flag, grab the Corridor, and we can go for Corridor, shuffle back the Banshee here, use Corridor, make ourselves a Colossus. You'll have to see. That's like good old dinos. Elf, best dino support card of all time. Pop the Petite with our field spell, summon Jurrac Megalo, pop Jurrac Megalo. It gets to dump the Astero from the deck to the grave here. And then we bring back our baby with the Sprite Elf, send that shit, do a couple of swings. And we're not going... Oh, we're going for Leaf. We got to see some of the shit, but I'm still going to have to test it out to actually see Astero resolve. But, you know, shout out Rapture, longest running supporter of the channel. Appreciate you. Let's move on to the next one. All right, next up here is coming in from Bidu. Fabled got some support. Especially we got this new boss monster here. I think we got some other new cards. Like I think this card is new if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if they got other new ones. I just didn't notice, but I'm not a big Fabled guy. I don't know much about Fabled, so for this one I'm not going to try to comment on it much. But you know, Fabled is Light Fiends. Obviously Fabled Lurie is an honorary Fiendsmith, so this is Fiendsmith Fabled. Sounds pretty decent, probably like playable tier to Rogue at best, but still worth checking out. Shout out Bidu for sending it. Very curious as to how this one plays. So we got Fabled Behemoth in hand. We got Fiendsmith Sanct, getting ourselves a Fiendsmith token to go right into Requiem. Requiem, summon from the deck our Lacrima, dump Engraver, go for track, search Fabled Chris. Then we get to discard our Marcosia. Marcosia gets to search Fabled Realm Survival, which allows us to set Fabled Treason. Then we get to shuffle back, bring back our Engraver, go Behemoth, discard itself. Oh, you can discard 2 or more Fabled monsters, including this card. And if you do special, a Fabled Synchro from your extra deck. Okay, kind of neat. So we get to just make a level 4 Synchro right from the extra. I think there's a new one as well. Is it? I don't know Fabled very well. I'm sorry. Just let me know how dumb I am in the comments. Your opponent cannot target other Fabled Synchros. Okay, that's whatever. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can special summon one Fabled monster from your hand or deck. Okay, that's pretty good. It's just a climbing card type shit. And so we get to, you know, chain block our Chris here, which is going to special from the grave, our level 2. We get to summon our Solkius from the deck, and we get to go to Andwraith. Andwraith, special summoned. You can discard one... Wait, what? Special summon, your opponent can discard 1 card to negate this effect. Otherwise, you can draw 2, then discard 1. Damn. So it's either a hand loop or kind of like a weaker graceful trade. That's kind of crazy. All right, so anyway, discard, get our Lurie. Use these two, go into a sequence, shuffle back a couple. Go into Lacrima, bring back Engraver. Use these two, go into a High King Caesar. Use these two, go into a Levisible. Levilasbull. Once per turn during the main phase quick effect, you can tribute any number of Fabled monsters, and if you do take control of that many face-up monsters your opponent controls, but their effects are negated. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one other Fabled card in your grave, or turn this card to the extra deck, and if you do, add that target to your hand. Keep in mind, this is not a hard once per turn. It's just a second effect that's hard once per turn, but this one isn't. So if you bring him back with Agnum Day, you can actually use this card twice in a turn, which is pretty crazy. So anyway, Lurie comes back to the field. Use these two. We can go into... see, that's what I was saying. Agnum Day. So then we can go Realm Revival. Okay, very good. Very cool. So we've got Treason. Let me just read Treason really quick, actually. Target one Fabled monster in your graveyard and one face-up card on the field. Discard one card. If you do, special summon that monster from your grave. And if you do that... Okay, so it's a pop one and a special from grave. Pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. So here they're going to Kaiju our shit. All right, well, we get to burn a little bit at least. And they're going to target our Agnum Day. We're going to negate the Fenrir by taking control of it. They're going to go for Macalabre or whatever. We're going to go for Fabled Treason to pop their ritual. They're going to get the special Fleur de Lis. But it doesn't matter. We still get the pop, and we still have our Sucky Boy. We're going to, you know, banish that from the grave. Special from the hand. Get our Fabled Realms Revival. Get to suck the Fleur de Lis. And we got that in the bag. Easy money. That looks kind of good. I mean, dude, honestly, that Synchro being used twice seems really solid. Like, it actually seems really good. Now, while we're on the topic of Fabled, this is more so just a Fiendsmith Primite control deck coming in from Mazinger. And don't worry, it wouldn't be a deck showcase without some Maz replays. We got 3 of them. 3 different decks being showcased by Maz. Always the best replays. So this one here is just, again, Fiendsmith control, well, Fiendsmith Primite control with Bestial in there. And he's making use of the Levilas Bowl, which he's summoning using the Chorzo. The reason for that is because he's saying that Caesar is not really that good at this format. It doesn't really do anything to Ryzeal, and against Malice, it's like they can just kind of play through it. And I kind of agree with them. I don't think Caesar is really all that great right now. So I'm really interested to see this. It seems really interesting and really cool. The deck list looks pretty good. I mean, the ratios are a bit weird, I would say, for like the hand traps and stuff like that. I guess you really need the 3 tour guide. I'm not sure if you do. Anyway, let's not yap too long about this one, and we're just going to give it a look-see here. See what it's looking like. We got, here we go. Roar, Drill Beam, Barrel. All right, so we already know what we're doing here. Let's go Roar, summon out our Dippity to go into a Fiendsmith Requiem, summon out the Lacrima, dump the Engraver, and then we get to Requiem, equip, make ourselves a Necro Equip, and now we can shuffle back to summon the Engraver. Use these 2 to go into a Sequence. Sequence activate, and they're going to go for Imperm on Sequence. We're going to go Drill Beam, reveal Barrel in hand. You'll love to negate freaking Imperm with Drill Beam. It feels so good. We get to make a Duke of Demise. Duke of Demise gets to summon out from our hand the Barrel with our extra normal summon. Then we can go for Primite Lordly Load, grab another Primite Roar, go into a Agnum Day, and then we can use the Graveyard effect of Demise to add back our Engraver to our hand. Engraver activate in hand to grab the Tract. Activate Tract, add the Lurie, discard Lurie, special Lurie from the graveyard here. There we go. Use that, make ourselves a Anima. Anima, why? Go into a Abao. Oh, we're finally going to get to see this card. Oh, well, not for long. Anyway, go for Agnum Day here. Bring back the Engraver with Agnum Day. Use these 2. Oh, the Equip card plus... Oh! The Equip card plus... Okay, we get to make our Chorzo. Yeah, Spellcaster plus a Equip card. Well, a monster equip, right? Yeah, okay, cool. And then we get our Levilas Bull onto the field. We get our Sequence effect and the grave to equip to Levilas Bull. Get to go for Lordly Load, bring out our Dippity, and we get back our Abao. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce this name, by the way. Stop looking at me like I'm a baby or something. But yeah, during the main phase quick effect, you can discard 1 card, then activate one of these effects. Pop a card, just straight up, just quick effect, pop a card. Love something basic like this. Feels good, man. Or banish this card until the end phase. If you do, special summon 1 light or dark monster from your graveyard. I don't think there's anything we'd really want to do that with here. If this triggered on summon, that would be so freaking sick, bro. But yeah, no, that's probably not happening. Although... maybe arguably for Lacrima to dump the trap, maybe, but other than that, not really. It's pretty much just Drill Beam, Levilas Bull, which is also like just plenty good. We have a Roar in grave. Roar is really good in the grave. This card is actually kind of slept on. It's kind of crazy actually. So yeah, okay, opponent doing stuff. Wait, does the graveyard effect even work? Is it attack higher then? With less attack? Oh, so not really. Nah, it doesn't work. Oh, shit. Anyway, so they're going to go for their Crimson Tier here. We get to grab their Lacrima and negate it. We get to trigger our Lacrima in the grave. Oh, we're using it to summon Agnum Day so that Agnum Day can bring back our Levi. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that. So So anyway, they're going to summon out here, you know, equip the Requiem, try to send. We're going to go for that again, get to grab their dude. Then we can go for Abao and a banished. Oh! Okay. She could just make it happen a third time. And then she comes back. You get to keep looping it. That's sick. I like that a lot. Okay, Trudea? Nope. Holy shit, dude. Yo, actually the triple Levilas Bull or whatever, that's actually insane. That's insane. Okay, so we get to go for Necroquip. Alright, summon that, whatever. We go Engraver, summon Engraver. Use these two, go into a sequence. Okay, this has been a pretty... That was crazy. The triple, I'm still not over that. And now we make a Chaos Angel. This deck is just really freaking cool, man. Like, this is a really sick build. Okay, Lacrima brings it back again. Yeah, Maz was just showing off how often he can summon this guy. Oh my god. My whole camera got messed up. Has that been happening the whole video when the duels end? I've been having some weird bugs with Master Duel where my camera just like starts spazzing out at different weird moments. Hopefully it didn't mess up the audio too much. Probably did. All right, and the next thing coming in from Maz is Speedroid. Now, Speedroid also got some support, such as like Kernel Clackers. I think Wing Synchron is new as well. This is another deck I'm not extremely familiar with. Obviously, they also got this new Synchro monster here. That's also quite good. I actually did lose to this deck in Diamond Rank, so I know that it's really solid. Like, the new stuff actually does make a big difference. It gives it extra gas. It played through quite a few interruptions. I went first with Ryzeal, and I lost to this. I was kind of impressed with... they mostly had gas, and they just kind of played through my shit. It was pretty cool. Pretty impressive. So looking forward to see what Maz does with Speedroid. This deck is a bit, you know, over the top, so it's probably going to be a pretty crazy replay. Okay, so we got our Kernel Clackers in hand. We're starting off with a normal Afua because it's wind to special or attack at Tomborg and go into a Hagoita with the dice or whatever. So we go for Kernel Clackers, banish from the grave to set up our Speed Wing Synchron, which can pop both of these cards to synchro summon using the pendulum scales. Then we get to trigger our Kernel Clackers as well as our Wing Synchron in the in the face up extra deck, my bad. And we get to dump here and special from the deck, make ourselves a Rubber Band Shooter, banish from our extra deck here, grab ourselves a double yo-yo, go for double yo-yo, target Terratops, special Terratops, search from our deck. Then we can go for Speedroid Scratch, send a Speedroid from our hand to the grave to grab our Car Turbo, go into Glider 2, then special out from the grave our big boy to go Clear Wing over Synchro Dragon, Car Turbo, get the Hagoita back from the grave, banish from the grave here to special our die yet again, change a level, go into Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, make ourselves a Cork Shooter, bring back the die, bring back the yo-yo, make ourselves a Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, use these two, go into a Baron! So yeah, the days of just Baron passing for Speedroid are over, dude. This card is crazy. This is a Omni negate, right? When another card or its effect is activated, you can negate the activation if you do destroy that card. And if you destroyed a monster, this card gains attack equal to that monster's original attack until the end of this turn. And this card also floats. Like, you can special summon a Clear Wing monster from your extra if it's removed from the field by your opponent, which, you know, this is a Clear Wing. And does it ignore, like, summoning condition? It just says special summon from your extra deck. Does this one say must be... It doesn't say must be synchro summon, right? Yeah, so you just get to do that. That's pretty nuts. Okay, let's keep it moving. How do they play through this? Oh my god, it's snow. No. We're going to Veiler that. Okay, dump Black Goat Laughs. Black Goat Laughs, we're just going to negate. And now they're going to go for Sharon. You know, send a couple of cards. We get to go for Glider number 2. Get to trigger our Trap in the Grave. Speedroid Clear Wing. Banish to refresh because it's not a hard once per turn. Did not realize that. So this trap, which I think is new as well, gets us a refresh on our Crystal Clear Wing over Synchro Dragon. That's pretty nasty. Banish a couple of cards here for the snow. Oh my god, they're so down bad, dude. They're literally banishing everything they have. This guy's just making you use all your interruptions just to make the replay better. Now they're going to go for Talons. We get to negate Talons with Baron. Complete checkmate. Yeah, the refresh on Clear Wing is disgusting, dude. And then it's just over. Okay. My shit is all messed up. It adds to the effect a little bit, you know, where the camera gets all fucked up. But I mean, I don't even know what to do about that. It feels like the game is just like, since the last update, it started doing that. Maybe I'll have to like reinstall Master Duel or something to fix it. I don't know. Anyway, good ass replay. That's crazy. And as always with Mazinger, we're keeping the best for last. At least we try to. And this one, I just kind of want to try myself, dude. It's Battling Boxer Ryzeal. It just makes too much sense, dude. The Dempsey, which by the way, you should watch Hajime no Ippo. It's the best anime of all time. So Ippo over here, okay, he searches some negates. And, you know, our deck could definitely use a couple of negates. Got a spell and trap negate over here. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you know, so monster negate, counter trap. And you can get both of these in your combo naturally with this deck. We're just running the ones that don't lock you. So they have Takamura, right? But Takamura kind of locks you. So I'm guessing we're just kind of focusing on the ones that don't do that. And this dude is generic, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but this guy is generic. So, you know, you can make it with your Ryzeals and stuff. I'm going to let the replay speak for itself on this one. I kind of want to try this myself. It definitely feels like Battling Boxer. You know, I guess you could see it as like worst Ryzeal, but it's like significantly better Battling Boxer to a point that you can actually compete. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so here we are. We're going to start off with our Uppercutter, which can add a Battling Boxer counter trap from our deck to our hand. We can just add the counter trap here because that way in our combo we'll be able to get both, right? We can get like the Flamvell counter from Uppercutter, and then, you know, we can just use our Dempsey over here. Where's Dempsey, bruh? Hey, bro. Okay. We can use Dempsey to just get the other counter trap and have them both set up, and then we can just use our extenders with Ryzeal to like kind of keep playing after that. Obviously, you have to use your normal summon for it, but it's not the end of the world. You still got plenty that you can do here. So anyway, special out the EXT, dumping the Duo Drive, get ourselves a Sword Ryzeal special, grab the Star Ryzeal, activate Cross, which we already had, feels good, man. Go into a Duo Drive, equip the Dual Drive from the grave, detach 2. We still have 1 to be able to play through Nibiru, so we're safe from Nib. Get to special Node Ryzeal. Hey, we even get to showcase negating Nib. Love to see it. All right, Node Ryzeal sent to the grave. Bring back, summon our Battling Boxer, King Dempsey. Get both our counter traps here. Special the Star Ryzeal. Set our Ryzeal Plasma Hole. Make ourselves a Detonator. Equip, and they're just going to imperm Detonator early, which is, that's a little bit crazy, but, you know, whatever. Shuffle back 2 to get a draw here. We get to set everything. This is nasty. So we've got a spell and trap negate, which is a pretty big deal for you know, Ryzeal. Like, that's actually really good for Ryzeal to have. So you do get a little bonus to your Ryzeal board. It's not like your board is actually better. It's just that the deck is probably a little bit worse, you know? We have Ryzeal Plasma Hole, which is going to be a double pop, and then also can potentially synchro on do an XC summon on opponent's turn if we can get 2 level 4s on the field. This can get a level 4 on the field. And does this one float into a Battling Boxer? No, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. So yeah, I don't think we have a way of summoning another level 4 on the field this turn. So we probably will just end up looping Detonator with this, but it's still pretty good. All right. So opponent's turn, they drew a couple of cards, and we're just gonna, you know, we're gonna be fine. So they're gonna start it off with a Fire Dance. We're just gonna pop Fire Dance. They're gonna go for Thrust. Oh brother, we're gonna have to use our Spell and Trap negate. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, dude. So Spell and Trap negate. They're gonna go for their Mikanko, and we're just gonna use. Oh, that's what it does, right? It summons out the Battling Boxer General Kaiser, which is just kind of a big body, to be honest. Wait, when your opponent with special monster, go ahead and detach 2 materials from the card. If you do, negate the summon. Okay, yeah, it's just that it doesn't have 2 materials. But you can actually get one on it, right? No, it's a rank 5. No, so you can't. Okay. You can't get an extra material when you summon it this way. So it's just kind of a vanilla right now. All right, our opponent's going to go for Preparation of Rites here. Set a card. We're going to go for our Ryzeal plugin. Bring back King Dempsey to attach an extra material to our Detonator. Get the King Dempsey effect to dump Uppercutter. Reset our Flamvell counter from the grave. So we're back to having a Spell and Trap negate. That's really cool. Uppercutter, grab the Chief second. Special out the Sword Ryzeal. Grab EXT Ryzeal. I like Tornado Dragon. I run it in my own deck. Underrated card. It's actually really good. All right, go to battle. Beat over. And we just clean up here. You know, easy money. Thank you very much. I did it again. I'm really going to need to fix that. I mean, like, that's going to be so weird. This whole video, there's just going to be my camera bugging out every time the duel ends. But, yeah, really cool deck. Really cool showcase, honestly. Thanks to everyone in the Discord that sent lists. I was actually really excited to do this deck showcase because it's just very refreshing to enjoy Master Duel again after having such a shitty month. Like, the month of Malice was just so just so atrocious, such a disaster. It's so refreshing to just play a Master Duel and enjoy it. I think the Ryzeal mirror is fun. I think what Ryzeal brings to the game is really cool. What it enables is really cool. I think it's also a deck that kind of facilitates playing different decks, you know, like for example, Malice. I didn't feel like that was a really good anti-Malice deck. Now Ryzeal is like really good at beating Malice, and also it promotes playing other things such as Goblin Bikers, you know what I mean, or even Memento Goblin Biker is kind of a thing that was a thing in TCG that I love to see if it could work in Master Duel as well. So yeah, I would say Ryzeal kind of rescued Master Duel for me in a way where it just made me like actually excited to talk about it again, and just made me enjoy the game a lot more. So super happy about it. We're going to be doing our what should you play for the new event as well, so keep an eye out for that. If you want to participate in videos like this where I just look at people's replays and showcase our lists and everything, make sure to join the Discord and check out the deck showcase and what should you play channels every time there's new events or new boxes in the game. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Sorry about the camera glitches. I don't really know what to do about it. I don't even know what's causing them. So you know, I'll try to figure something out. But anyway, that's it for me. Okay, peace.